Hello, hello. Welcome to the Five Talents Podcast. I'm your host, Abel Pacheco. I interview the top commercial real estate investors and industry experts so you can learn from their experiences. So if you're an investor, a high W-2 earner, or real estate or tech sales professional that wants to invest in real estate without having to manage properties or leave your day job, then this podcast is for you. Or if you're already investing in real estate, but you're doing it part-time and you want to become a full-time multifamily or full-time commercial real estate investor, this podcast is for you too. You're going to learn a ton. You will learn from real-life multifamily investors and other professionals in the industry. They're going to share their blueprints for success, and I'm super excited that you're here. So I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, hello. This is Abel Pacheco, your host for the Five Talents Podcast. We are super excited today, again, with another amazing guest, Mr. Danny Randazzo of Passive Investing. Danny, thanks a lot. How's it going, brother?
It's going great, Abel. Thank you so much for having me. We've been busy at passiveinvesting.com, just looking at deals, trying to get ourselves situated for a great year in 2021. We all went through a lot in 2020, learned a lot on the real estate side as well. And we're just excited and optimistic for continuing to purchase and acquire multifamily properties across the Southeast U.S., just based on asset performance through 2020, getting through all of those challenges that we faced and learned from. And so we're feeling good about a great year ahead in 2021.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thanks a lot for having us, and thanks for joining, the show. So Danny is one of the managing partners there, and if you know one of his partners that's super social and super out there, Mr. Dan Hanford, and they have a $400 million portfolio, more than 2,800 units under management. And Danny's an author, he's a speaker, he's an educator. He's really passionate about empowering others to achieve financial freedom. So I'm glad we caught him. And because of the opportunity that investing in real estate affords, he has a little one in his hands right now. So we'll welcome your beautiful baby, and thanks for joining. So we're gonna, if he needs to take a break here and there, no problem, and just tell us and hit pause, and we'll be patient, brother. So Danny,
Thank you.
Yeah, how did you get started in real estate, and just give us a short synopsis of how in the heck does somebody build up a $400 million multifamily portfolio? How does this happen?
Well, for me, it really started at a young age of just having that kind of entrepreneurial spirit and kind of following the path that my parents set forth of, get good grades, go to college, get a good job. And I never really fully believed in that. And so I really started exploring and was just fascinated by business owners throughout my early years, middle school, high school. If I was ever doing a book report, it was about some business owner and kind of how they did their own thing, and really pave their own way forward and reap the benefits of that. So I would read books by, Warren Buffett, Dolph DeRoss, other real estate books, other investing books. And I knew that real estate was a great path forward because of cash flow, appreciation, and tax advantages. And so those same basic principles really guide our investing philosophy today. And for me, it really was the that kind of aha moment, or that shift in the in your life, when I was traveling a ton working for a financial consulting firm. I would typically travel 100, maybe 150,000 miles in a year. And I was sleeping in hotel rooms 250, maybe 300 nights out of the year.
Wow.
And I knew that that was not the life forward as I was thinking about having a family and doing all of that. And so that's when I started thinking about cash flow producing assets, that allow you to make income while you sleep and give you the ability to control your time. So that was really the shift in mindset and the shift in thinking, and knowing that you need to have assets on your personal financial statement that generate income for you, so you're not always punching the clock to earn a paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it sounds like it started when you were very young. I don't think I remember doing reports on businesses or entrepreneurs and that type of thing. Mine was like, I don't think it was that, not until I got a little older and I realized it. But yeah, that's so awesome that you keyed into it early and then continued down the path as you got older. And, now your family and having time for them, that's awesome that you were able to do that. So, uh, you know, t- tell us about your portfolio today. What does your business look like to even manage $400 million? How, high level number of people, different types of roles, different
Yeah.
organizations we have within your company.
Yeah. We have a phenomenal team of people. And when myself, Dan, and Brandon, our third partner, got together and started outlining and really thinking ahead, we knew we needed to have a company to support our business and really support our investors. If anything were to happen to one of us, our company can move forward without any setback, if you will. Certainly, it'd be a shame to lose someone, but we knew we needed to have a company that could sustain itself and really be in it for the longevity and many, many years to come. I always tell people we're thinking about being invested in real estate for the next 500 years. So we're not just thinking about one deal today or tomorrow. We're really thinking long-term success. And with that, our internal team at passiveinvesting.com, we have, like I said, excellent people. We hire very specifically and strategically. So we have an acquisitions lead, we have a director of marketing, we have a director of asset management, we have an investor relations person, and we have a financial analyst. We have myself, Dan, and Brandon, who all work together. And between our team, we also have great partnerships with our property management companies. So if I had to say, what is one strategic talent to be successful in commercial real estate, it would be building high quality relationships. So when you're thinking about these large apartment communities, you're buying a 200-300 unit property, the success or failure of that asset really rests in the day-to-day management and the asset management of the property. And so, our team, not only do we have our passiveinvesting.com team, but we have vendors, we have property managers, we have contractors that all need to be maintained with the highest quality relationship for long-term success. And that's really what has allowed us to grow quickly and really maintain the business that we have today.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the high quality relationships that you're building, and it's absolutely key, I think, for any business, but especially ours, as we're trying to figure out the best way forward, working with great people, leveraging great partnerships and other people's expertise, whether it's physically on site or property, or looking at Excel, looking at numbers, or just working with investors that are trying to have their money multiplied. They want to work with people they know, like, and trust as well. So that's great. Hello. You're listening to the 5 Talents Podcast. I'm your host, Abel Pacheco. If you're enjoying this podcast, then I know you're serious about achieving financial freedom. Are you ready to create your own path through multifamily investing for yourself and your family? Then I know you're going to appreciate our Investor's Guide to Multifamily Investing. It's titled Tackling Commercial Real Estate the Easy Way. We use this guide to invest ourselves in $93 million worth of real estate. So we're going to show you the basic mechanics of multifamily syndications and how to evaluate your next passive investment opportunity. So the best part, if you subscribe to our podcast now, leave us a review and a rating. I'm going to give you a free copy of our ebook. So please take a moment to do that now. Once you've done that, go to 5tcre.com 5tcre.com/ebook, 5tcre.com/ebook. Make sure to let us know you left a review, and we're going to send you a free copy. So thank you so much for subscribing to the 5 Talents Podcast. We really appreciate it. So,
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
your trek from where you started to till where you're at today is what period of time was that, so people can realize how long did it take you to get there?
Yeah, I started, I guess I bought my first property and turned it into a rental in 2013. And my wife and I sold everything off in California that we owned. We knew we had to move from San Francisco somewhere else to start investing and having a real estate portfolio. So we moved in the middle of 2016. It was a very easy decision. I hear a lot from folks of like, I can't move, or I can't change my environment. You know, if you're surrounded by negative people, or if you're in a bad situation or a bad area, pack up, move. You can absolutely do it. So for us, it was a very easy decision. We packed everything up. We left San Francisco. We moved to Charleston, South Carolina. We started buying real estate. We started with one property. We bought two. We got three. We got four. We started passiveinvesting.com. We bought our first, $10 million deal. Then we bought another $20 million deal. Then we bought a $50 million deal, and so on and so forth. And we literally did it one property at a time. So, I would say it has taken about, 5 years to get to where we are today, but that would be a little bit misleading because there's so much prep work involved. Going back to reading books in high school and studying real estate and developing that drive, that determination, that decision-making process, it takes a while, but once you flip and commit. So when we moved in 2016 to Charleston, South Carolina, that was the kind of pivot point of the commitment. And my wife and I worked, I worked a full-time consulting job. I was traveling every week. And when I would get home to the hotel at night after a long day of consulting, I was doing real estate. I was talking to brokers. I was putting in offers. I was doing everything. And we literally worked day and night, Monday through Sunday, doing full-time real estate, full-time W-2 consulting job, and just grinding so hard to achieve the goals that we set out to achieve. And so the main goal that I was working towards, and again, this is a talent here that I'm going to plug, of goal setting. You have to have something that you can work towards that gets you up early in the morning, keeps you up at night, keeps you motivated, keeps you hungry. I had a cash flow goal that I was trying to achieve from investment income. So how much money could real estate investments generate on a monthly basis? And I was basically working day and night to build up that cash flow number to replace my W-2 paycheck.
Got it. That's awesome,
And that was
man.
it.
That's
And it
awesome.
was just, head down, grind, and go.
That is it's just outstanding. I think the dedication, the perseverance, and the fact that we're definitely not trees. So you can move, you can change your scenario, and you can build a life that you want to go get. And then you and your wife were in alignment, and let's just go take them down. So
Yeah. The other important thing that keeps me going is my money tree in the background, which is a very important lesson that I think about every single day I step into my office, of planting a seed. It's just like owning a commercial piece of real estate, right? You plant the seed, you have this great property, you nurture it, you take care of it, you water it, you care for it, and it blossoms and it grows and it produces cash flow.
The money tree. Look at that. The literal, and there's a literal and figurative, however you want to say, representation of it, and it's right there in your on your desk, man. That's awesome, brother. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So, help somebody here, that's just that wants to do at least a fraction of what you've been able to accomplish. So, you and your partners, uh, yes, it's happened very quickly, from 2013 the first deal to 2016, and now just several years later, a humongous portfolio and a tremendous business. But for somebody that just wants to get started, either on their passive investing journey, knowing who to invest with, how to do it, how should I get going, or they're just trying to take a little more action and be active in it, give them a couple of nuggets that you would have wish you maybe learned earlier. Just help us fast forward here.
Yeah, from a passive investor side, there's some tremendous resources out there. Dan, my partner, has written some great articles. I think one of the best ones is, I think he's up to like 7 or 9 red flags to read and know about prior to making any passive investment. So that article's on LinkedIn. You can find it on our website, passiveinvesting.com. So educate yourself as a passive investor. The other piece, if you're interested in investing in multifamily, go to passiveinvesting.com, join our club, have a conversation with our team. We want to get to know you as a person. And ultimately, if it's a good fit, great. If you just have a conversation with us and you learn some things and make other investments outside of our group, that's wonderful as well. I think investing passively is all about what fits your personal need. And I tell this to people all the time. You should be investing, if you want to invest passively, there should be a very specific goal and reason for you to invest. So, are you investing for cash flow to pay for some of your cost of living expenses? Are you putting money away to appreciate and value for college savings or retirement? Whatever it is, you need to have a goal and you need to invest in an asset that meets your specific need and goal. From the active side, what I'll say is you have to get started. So, if you're the type of person who is maybe slow to make decisions, the best thing you can do is just buy a property and get started, get learning. Whether you buy a small single family rental, 150,000 bucks and it rents for 1,500 bucks a month, whatever the magic number is, it's just about doing it, getting that track record, that experience, and that knowledge under your belt, because it once you take action and you invest and you buy that property, it's not as scary as you think, and you can grow and evolve and you can do the next deal. So you're not going to go from 0 to 10 million in a portfolio. You're not going to go from 0 to 100 million. You're not going to go from 0 to a billion, and you're not going to go from 0 to maybe a million. So buy one deal, learn, grow, and it's going to give you the confidence to achieve the second deal and your growth strategy from there. So be specific, have your goals, and if you have not bought a deal yet and you want to, you need to go out and buy something as soon as possible, or partner with folks to get a deal done to give you the confidence to do number 2.
All right. What a great insight and nugget. And Danny, I know you have your little one and your infant there with you, and we can't put those things on hold. So we got to let you get back to real life. And just thanks for sharing just a few minutes with us. Is there anything, in our short time, is there anything that you really wanted to leave with the audience? Something I didn't ask, or something you want to bring exposure to that you guys are working on today?
Our group is continuing to acquire multifamily properties across the Southeast US. So that's, just a generic piece about the company. I think it's more important to think about the listeners and the audience. And, you know, I would say that there's a ton of information out there and there's information overload all the time. So my kind of final piece of, closing recommendation or a talent is to filter out some of the noise, um, and make decisions based on your personal goals. So there are great real estate investments out there today. There are great cash flow producing assets, and you're going to have to work hard to find them. It's a competitive market, but the deals do exist. Don't be discouraged if you need to make 100 offers and you win one deal or you get one deal under contract. You just have to persevere through that. So, um, also I would say don't take advice from folks that don't know. So a lot of information that I was hearing at the beginning of the year was just how real estate has completely changed because of COVID and all of that. And, really, if you think about it, multifamily properties specifically performed fairly well across the entire country, through the pandemic and through 2020. So it's still a good investment. It's it's a secure place, and it's got great tax advantages. So I think, figure out what your personal goals are and create steps to achieve them, and you'll be successful in that.
Boom. Thank you so much, Danny. I really appreciate your time, brother. And thank you for allowing us just a few minutes. So let's let Danny take care of his little one there. And we just appreciate it. Again, my name's Abel Pacheco. I'm your host for the Five Talents podcast. Like, subscribe, rate, a review, and also reach out to Danny and his team. They're doing big things. And we're just delighted to have them on our show. So thank you very much. Danny, thanks for your time, brother.
Thank you so much for having me on, Abel. Catch you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Five Talents Podcast with your host, myself, Abel Pacheco. Each week, we're going to bring you interviews from industry experts and commercial real estate investors who followed their dreams and achieved massive success. Before you leave, let me ask you a few questions. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you learn something valuable? Was your mind stretched to what's possible and what you can achieve? Do you want other experts just like the one you heard today? If you answered yes to any or all of those questions, then please take a moment to subscribe to the Five Talents podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and most importantly, leave us a written review. Tell us what you liked, tell us your favorite guest, give us any feedback. I'm excited to learn and improve so you can get a more valuable show. So thank you again for subscribing to the Five Talents podcast.